Some endings don't feel like endings at all. They feel like the beginning of something far more dangerous. And in the Testament Season 1 Episode 8, the final moments change everything we thought we knew. The episode begins in complete silence. Not the peaceful kind of silence, but the kind that feels heavy, like something terrible is waiting just around the corner. Everyone seems tense. Conversations feel forced. Even the smallest interactions carry an uncomfortable feeling, as if the characters already know their world is about to fall apart. At first, nothing unusual happens. The story moves slowly, almost carefully, allowing the tension to build without anyone noticing. But underneath that calm atmosphere, something darker is growing. You can see it in the way certain characters avoid eye contact. The way simple questions never get direct answers. The way every conversation feels like it's hiding another layer beneath it. Then everything begins to change when a locked box is discovered. At first, nobody thinks it matters. It looks old. Forgotten. Just another piece of the past buried away for years. But the moment it's opened, the entire atmosphere of the episode changes instantly. Inside are documents. Letters. Photographs. And one name that nobody expected to see. The moment that name appears, the room goes silent. Because suddenly, a terrifying possibility becomes impossible to ignore. What if everything they believed from the very beginning was a lie? The deeper they investigate, the worse it gets. Dates don't match. Events don't line up. People they trusted suddenly look suspicious. Every answer only creates more questions, and slowly the truth begins to reveal itself piece by piece. But the most disturbing part isn't the secret itself. It's the realization that someone worked very hard to keep it hidden. Someone powerful. Someone close. As tension rises, the group begins turning against each other. Trust disappears almost overnight. Friends become suspicious. Alliances begin to crack. Every conversation feels dangerous because nobody knows who's telling the truth anymore. And then comes the moment that changes everything. One character finally breaks. Not out of anger. Not out of fear. But out of exhaustion from carrying the secret for too long. The confession is quiet, but devastating. Because the truth finally revealed doesn't just explain the mystery. It completely rewrites the story itself. Everything the characters believed about the past, about the betrayal, about the people around them, suddenly feels false. And the worst part? The secret isn't even finished unraveling. Because during the final moments of the episode, another hidden detail appears. Small enough that most viewers might miss it at first. But once you notice it, everything changes again. A photograph in the background. The secret isn't even finished unraveling. Because during the final moments of the episode, another hidden detail appears. Small enough that most viewers might miss it at first. But once you notice it, everything changes again. A photograph in the background. At first glance, it seems harmless. But then the camera lingers on it for just a second too long. And that's when the horrifying truth becomes clear. Someone they thought was gone, might still be alive. The episode ends before anyone can react. No explanation. No answers. Just shock. And suddenly, the entire story changes. Because now the mystery is bigger than anyone imagined. The lies go deeper. The betrayal becomes more personal. And the danger surrounding them feels more real than ever before. Nothing is certain anymore. Not the past. Not the truth. Not even the people they trust the most. And if episode 8 proved anything, it's that the real story has been hidden in plain sight this entire time. Which means the biggest twist may still be waiting to come. The turning point arrives late in the episode when an old storage room is finally opened after being locked for years. Dust covers everything inside. Forgotten records are stacked across shelves. Broken photographs lie scattered across the floor. At first it feels like a dead end, just abandoned memories from a painful past. But then they find the journals. Thick, worn-out journals filled with handwritten notes. The moment the pages are opened, the atmosphere changes completely. Because inside those journals are details nobody was ever supposed to see. Meetings that were secretly arranged. Names connected to betrayals. Warnings ignored by everyone around them. And most disturbing of all, entries describing events before they even happened. At first, nobody understands what they're looking at. But as the pieces begin connecting together, panic starts spreading through the group. Certain people immediately want the journals destroyed. Others demand to know the truth. Voices rise. Accusations begin flying across the room. And that's when the real cracks begin to show. Because some of them already knew about the journals. They just hoped nobody would ever find them. The trust holding everyone together starts collapsing almost instantly. Friendships built over years suddenly feel fake. Every promise sounds like a lie. The people they depended on most begin looking like strangers. But the episode saves its most shocking revelation for the end. Late at night, after everyone else leaves, one character secretly returns to the storage room alone. They search through the remaining papers until they finally discover something hidden beneath the floorboards. A second file. Older than everything else. Locked away separately for a reason. Inside is a photograph nobody expected to see. At first glance, it seems impossible. Because the person standing in that photograph is someone believed to be dead for years. Not only alive, but standing beside the very people responsible for hiding the truth. The realization is horrifying. This wasn't just a cover-up. It was planned from the beginning. Every betrayal. Every secret. Every tragedy that followed, it all traces back to one decision made years earlier. And suddenly the entire story changes. Because now the mystery isn't about discovering the truth anymore. It's about surviving it. The final moments of the episode become almost unbearable as the camera slowly focuses on the photograph while distant footsteps echo in the hallway. Someone else is there. Someone who knows the file has been found. The character looks up in fear. The lights suddenly cut out. Darkness fills the room. And just before the screen cuts to black, a voice whispers one sentence: "You were never supposed to see that." Then the episode ends. No answers. No explanation. Just silence. And the terrifying realization that the danger surrounding them is far greater than anyone imagined.